I never thought I would be sharing this story, but I feel so guided to share it. I don't know, it might help someone. But we need to stop trying to manifest a specific person or even a person in general. Because trying to manifest a concept of love within another person is going against the love within yourself. And the way that, even though it's going to be breaking down the way I say it, it's going to sound a little strange, but this is my experience from what has happened to me. And I don't know, it may relate to you. The black magic behind manifesting a person. And I say it this way because we got to understand that there's no love in another person. There's love within self already. But I say black magic because we have to understand that we are actually manifesting a shadow aspect of ourselves that we have yet to fully see and love itself. What is Gooch, you beautiful beings? Welcome back, AwakenOnes, on another episode on Embracing Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I am a intuitive shaman, healer, psychic tarot reader. I assist people in awakening to the deeper levels of themselves so they can heal the concepts that are no longer true about who they truly are, so you can discover who you divinely are meant to be. And also, I speak about emotional awareness on this channel, spiritual development. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because our divine right to know more than what we've been told. If you want to know anything about me and all my business inquiries and actually the merchandise I sell and the healing course that I provide, all information will be down in the description box below. But beautiful beings, I never thought I was gonna share this story. This happened to me around the mid of last year. It's 2022, so mid of 2021. It was a very traumatic moment for me, actually. The beginning, really, of 2021. And I don't know why I'm sharing this now. I really don't know. It's been on my mind to share with you guys on my channel. Because I don't know. It's just, we're coming into a time right now where we're really yearning for this oneness, for this connection, where we feel loved, where there's no worry, where there's no feeling worthless. And because of this, we're in a consistent karmic loop of always trying to seek outside of us. And the main thing that we are brainwashed to believe that we desperately need to seek is another person. I had to realize in my own heritage, in my own bloodline, the codependency that lies within us. You know, I come from a lineage of women that give themselves too early, too quickly, and they become so reliant on the validation of another person, to the point that growing up in my lifetime, going through what I went through as a child, always stepping on eggshells, always trying to get people's attention, to the point that I'm a Capricorn already. My ego is always seeking attention, and when I do, it's so superficial, and I attract superficial people, to the point that even my own internal self is telling me, you know, you're lying to yourself. And you know, because of always being rooted in my, you know, ego and my shadow, because I was so unaware of the attachments that I was holding on to, not only that was coming from my lineage, but what I was accepting within myself. And I really had to discover this karmic loop within, why am I saying Luke? Loop. Luke may be watching this, you know? Or you may be talking to someone named Luke or something. Or someone that passed over, I just heard. But, you know, where I was in this karmic loop when I started to recognize the relationship my mom and my dad had, when I started to recognize the relationship where my older family members have, when I started to realize how everything started to connect and how everything started to seem similar. And I really yearned to break that pattern, to the point it was a fight not to be codependent to substances, and especially the people. That's the big thing I had to learn in my bloodline, that we're so reliant on other people, not just for validation, but a source of comfort and happiness. And to the point, even when they did receive it, when I seen it in my own eyes, and even within myself, I never really knew how to love it, appreciate it, or hold it. But because of this awareness, you know, I had to really discover that when you are the one to realize the pattern in your bloodline, that means you're the one who are meant to break them, because you know you don't want to be that way or live that way. So in this state of recognizing this, and I know you're probably in the state too, where you're probably the outcast and the black sheep, where you're breaking a lot of generational curses. Amen to you, boo-boo. Only nothing but loves and prayers to you. And thank you, because you're the reason why this world, this collective is actually going to change, is going to rise, and you're going to be the example of love and light, true love and light. And so, you know, as we start recognizing these patterns, I'm going to share with you my perspective, my experience. When I started to recognize these patterns, I had to really acknowledge that I really am on a spiritual journey, where I really, as a rainbow shines through, as I said that, yes. When I started to realize being on this journey, you know, I will have to face my karma. I will have to face the bloodline's karma. I will have to be able to break this curse in order to level up. And what happens? New levels, new devils. So as I started to awaken to these patterns, I started to awaken to my spiritual truth, my inner being, you know, my heart rather than my mind, my higher spirit rather than my ego. And because of this, I started to recognize that the entanglement, the intertwining of the physical and the spiritual. And because of all of this, you know, I was walking on my spiritual journey, but I wasn't being honest with myself. I wasn't really doing the shadow work. I wasn't really healing, you know, and I was in a state of pure loneliness, thinking no one understands me. There would never be anyone. And, you know, I started to awaken to this concept of twin flames, of soulmates, of karmic partners. Don't mind, there's a dog in the background. Miss Little Daisy. I think she's like 11. I think she's 11 years old. You know what's crazy? When I looked up her age, it said 11. I loved it, like 11. I think 11 years old, 11 months or something like that. But beautiful. I love it. But and she's a lot older. She's beautiful though. But as I started to awaken to this loneliness, because when you start to awaken to your spiritual journey, when you start to awaken to these patterns that you don't want to be, that your family are so rooted in, you know, you start to realize that it does get lonely in this journey. And I started to really reminisce, really start to emphasize what a twin flame will be, what a power couple will be, what a spiritual connection would be. Because of this, I manifested a particular person in my life where I gave such a definition to, such a story to the point it took me so long to get over this person. It took me so long. Even though we weren't even together for that long, it took me so long to get over this person. But the whole moral of the point of the story is that I didn't know why it took me so long to get over this person. I knew I had codependencies. I knew I had abandonment issues. But I had to recognize that my soul was telling me something deep. And what was telling me something deep? That this particular person, either from this current life or this past life, has casted a particular spell, a love spell, people would say. But the thing is, you guys, the reason why I say don't manifest a specific person or a person at all, because what you're doing is going against someone's free will. I felt like my will was being taken from me. And please understand that, you know, nothing can affect you unless you allow it. And I was in a state of pure vulnerability to the point I'll let people walk all over me, disrespect me, and give them so many chances. And, you know, they would never really show up the way that they said they would. And, you know, my intuition, my dreams kept telling me this person has casted something towards you against your will, when all I wanted to do was let go. All I wanted to do was heal. All I wanted to do was change. And the traumatic experience I had last year was like I was going through immense psychic attacks. Thinking about this person, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I was puking a lot. I didn't know what was going on. It was to the point, you guys, My legs would shake so profusely. I couldn't even stand. I couldn't even sit. I did not feel comfortable. It was like, dead ass. This is how it felt. Imagine that spiritually. My legs, the bones of my legs were being taken by a spiritual force and shook it. Just like what is it? Not my skeleton. The part of my legs, the bones of my legs from my ankles were just being shooken profusely. I just couldn't understand why. Thinking about this person, feeling about this person. I couldn't have a normal fucking day without thinking about this person. And it felt like I was just being fucking attacked. Like I couldn't focus on myself, on my goals, on my life, on my self-love, on love in general. And because of this, I would never forget talking to this person. They were like, yeah, I did a lot of things, to manifest you back and stuff like that. And they clicked for me. That my intuition was telling me, you're being cast a spell on you to be forced to do something against your will. Meaning going back to this person, even though there was a lot of gameplay and there was a lot of mind games and all of this. And, I'm not saying particularly like the twin flame journey or the soulmate journey is something to fear or something to judge. It's not. What I'm sharing with you is that when we awaken through this bigger concept of ourselves, not just physical, we get so like, there's a word for it. It's not desperate. It's like we over romanticize. That's the word. We over romanticize this concept of a soulmate, of a twin flame, of having that one, to the point that we go against our own self-love to say to the universe, I need a person to show me that love that I'm missing within myself. And the thing I want to share with you throughout this entire video, I know I was going on a splurge, but I wanted to share this with you because stop. Please just stop trying to manifest another person. If you have abandonment issues and codependency issues and you feel like you feel like something's being cast upon you, it's because you're meant to face that darkest part of yourself that feels that it is needy. Neediness is the quickest way of self-abandonment. Neediness is forgetting self. Neediness, it holds a vibration where you don't feel loved as you are already where you are. And I share this with you because if you're not willing, regardless, if you're on both spectrums, or you feel like that was cast upon you, or you cast it upon someone, a love spell, to come back into your life or want them to come into your life, I want you to understand that it's not fair to go against someone's will that doesn't want to do something because you're not willing to show up and speak how you feel if you cast a spell. Now, if you feel like someone's cast a spell on you, it's not fair to yourself to believe that this is the only person that is meant for you when you are so fucking lovable that there's a ton of people that will give you the love you rightfully deserve if this person doesn't want to show up. I share my experience with you because I believe a lot of people go through these traumatic experiences where they feel like they just can't get over someone, and it takes a very, very long time. It takes a very long time because there is a specific type of spell you're casting on yourself or on another person that makes you believe that this is it, when that's not it. It's just not it. And it's heartbreaking, that some people are not willing to face these parts of themselves that are a bit traumatic, that make them realize parts about themselves that they don't like, to the point they don't want to face it. So they stay in these relationships. They stay with people who don't treat them right. And it's just not fair to yourself. And the person that you're trying to manifest, it's not fair to them that you're not doing the inner work, that you're not showing up for yourself, that you're not choosing to learn how to love yourself. It's just not fair. So the whole point and moral of the story is stop over romanticizing the labels of another person. Because the stories you put upon them is just a perception of the potentiality of possibly something happening, but it's not going to go as expected. I'm not saying you can't manifest the love of your life that you know you rightfully deserve. What I'm telling you is that you need to understand that if you're trying to manifest from a shadow perspective, from a place where you feel broken, where you feel lonely, where you feel lost, where you feel like there's something wrong with you, you are only going to manifest a reflection of your darkest aspects. And it has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with what you neglect to see in yourself. So I share this with you because coming from a person who was so subconsciously addicted to codependencies on relationships and people, to the point I would say I'll commit suicide when I really wouldn't. That right there, I would never want anyone to go through that. It was to the point I was like that with friends. And now I'm at a place in my life where, golly, I can cry out of tears of gratitude to say I am okay with choosing me and being with me. I don't care if people ghost me anymore. I don't care if I don't have any friends. I don't care if people don't understand me, if people do misunderstand me. As long as I got me, I'm good. Because I know heaven doesn't lie above and I don't need to prove myself. Heaven lies within and all I need to do is see myself. Let me stop. No, I'm not going to stop. But I share this with you because the best way I can assist people is by sharing with you my experience. And if you feel you resonate with this type of experience, I want you to understand that all of this wanting another person is trying to teach you to see your karmic cycles that you're still holding to, as creating this identification of not feeling worthy of love, when love is everywhere. Love is fucking everywhere. When your eyes see beauty, when your heart feels calm, when your body feels safe, that is fucking love. That is love. There's love everywhere. You don't need to seek it. You don't need to need it. All you need to do is realize it. But all you need to do is actually love yourself more than the fucking pain that you feel. But a lot of us don't want to choose that because we are bombarded with this paradigm of thinking we need another person. The same thing with the paradigm of, oh, before I hit 30, I got to make sure I have kids, I got a house, I got a good job, and I have a wife, and I have a husband. Nah. I'm about to be 30 and I'm 27. I got 3 more years. I don't give a fuck anymore about having a relationship. Do I want one? Yeah, why not? It'll be nice. But I'm such in a place, and I want you to get to a place where you've done such the inner work on yourself, where you started to see your negative, toxic patterns within relationships from your family dynamics and your personal dynamics, to the point that you start recognizing that you trying to cast spells on this spiritual journey or trying to manifest another person, it's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to fulfill you until you do the inner work to see what is causing the unfulfillment within you. Because you can have that person, but if you don't feel worthy, if you don't feel confident within you, all you're going to do from your shadow perspective, since you already manifested them from a shadow perspective, is you're going to project upon that other person. That person is going to project upon you, and there's going to be nothing but karmic loops. Hence, you got karmic relationships, and then you have soulmate relationships that teach you, how to love yourself, but it doesn't feel that intense. And then you have twin flame connections that really teach you how to fucking awaken to these toxic cycles that do not serve your highest self. So the whole point of this video, I was really hoping that this would be sweet. I thought this was like a creamsicle. So it's a creamsicle. I thought it was a creamsicle soda. And then I drank it and I was like, oh, there's alcohol in here. Okay, I did not know that. But I thought it'd be sweeter, but it's not that sweet. I thought it was gonna be like a sherbet. But anyway, the whole point of this video is that all I want for you is to stop trying to manifest a person. Stop trying to manifest a relationship. Stop trying to manifest friends. Stop trying to manifest people. And start manifesting how you will want to be loved rather than seek a lover. And I fucking guarantee you, when you get to the place of always trying to be the love for yourself and see the love within what makes you feel lonely, what makes you feel abandoned, what makes you feel like you're not lovable, when you try to enforce that love that you desire another person to give you to yourself, I guarantee you will be able to know how to choose a good person that is deserving of you. Because when you finally fall in love with your solitude, you will start to make decisions based off of self-love, never loneliness. 11:11 as I say that. But beautiful beings, I'm going to leave it just right there. Even though I'm going to edit this video and it's not going to be 11:11, but you know, because my camera cut out for some reason. But beautiful beings, if this resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed my story and you enjoyed spending time with me here today. I truly appreciate having you a part of this AwakenOne's community, because that's the only goal, is to create a community. And also, if you want to be a community of like-minded people and get along with coaches and, other mentors and be a part of free events and certain events, then please go on the link in my description to join the Awoke community, which is all about like-minded individuals here to assist each other and to make a massive positive impact in this collective. So you could join that. It's private invitation, so hit that link and then I'll let you guys in. But other than that, if you guys want your personal readings, our karmic relationship, twin flame relationships, even love relationships, or if you're already in a unionship right now with someone and you feel you guys need union therapy, and even if you are single and you just want to get to know your relationship patterns, definitely go on my website. I have so many services that will assist you on opening your heart up and understanding your love patterns and your attachment styles and your love language as well. So other than that, you beautiful beings, I really hope this video helped. I really hope it brought enlightenment, clarity, understanding, and even just some realism that you probably needed in order for you to recognize parts of yourself that you felt trouble to understand. But other than that, you guys, I love you so much, and just know that you're not alone on this journey of feeling codependent, feel like you want someone. We all have a divine counterpart, but we first got to understand that we are the divine counterpart within ourselves and for ourselves in the first place. So other than that, you beautiful beings, I really hope this helps. I love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you in the next one.